Hey kids, it's time for another exciting episode of KWJUDAS. People, we have the Reds here in our studio amongst our presence tonight. And you should feel goddamned privileged. No, not you guys. I mean the people listening. You guys are privileged too just because you're going to be on the show. But the folks listening tonight are privileged
right now. Is that okay if I feel like I'm still going to feel privileged? Okay.
You're a privileged young man.
We have that way.
The drummer of the Reds here, Mr. Jordan Bombay.
Thanks for having me.
What the fuck was your real name?
You were close.
Jordan Bombay, coach of Team USA.
You got my first name right.
No, that was Gordon. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then we have Kellen Thane Dapp.
Yep.
Mr. Jim Fear.
Yep.
Here for the second time. If you didn't catch the episode last season of Jim Fear, well, maybe we'll leave a link in the description. If you did, well, then you know who the fuck we're talking to tonight. These guys were generous enough to come down kind of last minute, not entirely last minute.
Yeah, not really.
We had some cancellations. We've been having a lot of cancellations. In the last, month or so, the last 2 months, only maybe 2 of my guests have been the ones that were originally scheduled to be there.
Really?
So,
Wow.
It's been rough, yeah. The last, pardon me.
Well,
what was I talking about?
I'll happily take that opportunity. If nobody else is going to pick up the ball, I'll take it to the goal line. Fuck, this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy to
I'm
be
glad
here.
to have you.
Yeah.
And also to have this guy keeping us current with his new projects.
Yep.
Yeah. And
So-
all the latest fashions, too, I might add.
Of course. Jim Fear is kind of on top of the latest fashions.
Oh, my God.
He is the creator.
Oh, my God.
Expecting a call from GQ any day.
In fact, what is this you're wearing right now, man? That's going to be the next new thing?
Yeah, dude. It's just a button-up shirt
I
and
like
cargo pants.
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
been ironed like a professional.
I didn't, I just found out that cargo pants are nerdy.
Are they really?
I didn't know that. Yeah, apparently
Oh,
cargo
no.
pants are fucking nerdy.
Are you talking about that Wikipedia page? You gotta check the, you gotta.
Now, Wikipedia
Gotta
is
get
backed
that
up by
kinda
some
stuff
real
backed up.
shit. Like, I mean,
Okay,
it's
some of
run
them.
by nerds. And so if nerds say this shit is nerdy, I think they know what the fuck they're talking about, man.
Oh, man.
kind
Consider
of
I don't
me
see
nerd.
what the fuck is so nerdy about cargo pants. I always thought cargo pants were hardcore.
They still
Exactly.
are. I can promise you that whoever told you the cargo pants are over or whatever it is you just said,
I didn't say they're over. I just said
not
that
cool
apparently
anymore.
they're nerdy.
but no. Well,
Not cool is
okay.
not all. That, you're putting words in my mouth, Arliss.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I hate when
Yeah.
people do that, and I just did it. To
Nerdy
you. I
is still
apologize.
cool. I mean, nerdy's cool. I just didn't fucking know cargo pants were
Yeah.
nerdy. I'm not saying that cargo pants
Yeah,
aren't
no.
cool.
Okay.
I fucking
okay.
dude, look at my shit.
I
They're like
misunderstood
pirate
you.
cargo pants.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, like,
Yeah, amen.
They're lost boy car. I don't like it when people say, "Dude, you kind of look like a pirate." I'm like, I'm a fucking lost boy.
Yeah.
We kill
Amen.
pirates, and if they don't get what quote that's from, they're not my friend.
Yep.
You guys get that quote, don't you?
Yeah,
Drop
thank
from her.
thank God I've seen
Okay,
the
you
never-ending
got it.
the never-ending story. Is that what you were?
Yeah, I think it was on Neverending Story too. Same kid.
Yeah, the sequel, Never-ending Story 2.
Right.
Never
Did they
ending
actually make a
story
sequel
too.
to that?
Yeah,
They actually
they
did.
did.
How? Oh yeah, it's
They
never
really
ending.
Did it. They really
How-
did it.
How
dude.
is there not like a million sequels to that, like fucking Star Wars?
I know, dude.
Because Disney hasn't bought it yet. They will.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know.
will.
I don't know. They tend to stay away from those. Some of those they have like, the ones that kind of have a creepy like undertone to them. They're still badass.
The only thing creepy about that thing was the
Well, that's
fucking dragon.
why I love
That
it.
dragon freaked me out. Like it was
Yeah.
like a dog thing.
Yeah, the dragon dog.
When I was a kid, for some reason, it didn't sit well with me, man.
no
I liked
thanks.
the rest of the movie, but
he
the
had like
Falcor
scales and everything.
freaked me out.
No, he didn't have scales.
No, he was like a dog thing, man. He had
He
no
had, like-
scales. That's
no,
what scared me. Is
he
I
had,
thought
like-
dragons were supposed to have scales
They
and shit.
are.
I thought he had like patchy hair in some places, and he had.
Nah, he looked like the Bear
Scales,
Lake Monster,
All right, cool.
or at least what I think the Bear Lake Monster would look like.
Yeah, Falcor wasn't going
Except
bald.
longer.
Killer.
Alright,
Falcor's
alright.
He was
hair
a big
was
furry
lush.
bastard.
All right.
Very lush. He was a good friend though. Why are we talking about that?
Because your music
Yeah, let's talk about that.
is so much more interesting.
Thank you.
Anyways.
I'm not sure if
Who
I
else is in this band? Is it just you two?
agree.
No, Jesse Logan is our lead guitar player, and he just couldn't be with us tonight.
So you're doing drums.
I'm on drums. Backup vocals too.
Yeah, he
You're
does
doing vocals and
vocals
rhythm.
and bass.
Oh, you're doing bass.
Yeah,
And guitar.
and
Word.
guitar on the album. I played bass and guitar and vocals.
So have you guys been doing live shows yet, or is this all just kind of a recording?
We've played one live
project?
show.
So just to clarify, we have a lead guitar player as well. Like they both kind of interchange on leads,
Right.
but Jesse does most of the leads, and he is not here tonight. But Kellen's probably the one who did the most work on it overall, and
Yeah,
commend him for it. Turned out really.
But you still
nicely.
do live shows?
We did one.
Oh,
We've done
yeah.
one so far.
we're looking to play.
But one thing that I kind of dig is this band of yours that you got going now.
Yeah.
It's still pretty heavy, but it's not like fucking, like I still feel like people who aren't that big of fans of heavy music can still dig it. Mostly
Yeah.
because you've got a little more clear vocals, but they're not like emo kind of vocals.
Yeah.
You know, they're not like new metal kind of vocals.
Yeah.
They're not like douche rock like Seether or Hinder Nickelback kind of vocals.
Cool, good.
You know,
Thank you.
like you actually have a pretty unique voice.
Thank
and
you.
I noticed I haven't listened to all your other hardcore bands that you've been in. But like you're not screaming at all pretty much in this whole band. And is that something
some
that
songs have some more
like
aggressive
there's a
vocals. Some
little
of them
bit,
do.
but not like your regular hardcore vocals.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Not much.
I don't even know. I tried to sing powerfully and clearly.
There's a serious sense of tension,
Yeah.
and that is like I've listened to your tracks more than once before. I mean, you just recently sent them to me, and that was kind of what made me ask you guys to be on this show. But you sent them to me probably a couple months ago, and I'm like, wow, you're doing all clear vocals on this, and it doesn't suck. And you do have a very different kind of voice, and like I said, there's like a very sense of almost like urgency, like of like a hastening almost just distress.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys busted this shit out really quick too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did all
It's
my...
like you can almost hear it in your voice.
Yeah, I
The
did it.
tension and the stress of gotta get this shit out now.
It's totally that. You've nailed it on the
Yeah.
head. I think
Yeah.
that's how I see it too. Exactly. It's like it's but that's kind of how I see all good music. There's a tension and then a release. But yeah, especially for that song that we just came out listening to, the first track, it's definitely got that forward drive, tension, momentum that can't really say much more about it.
Word. Let's get into another song, shall we?
Yes, indeed.
Let's do it.
The next one we have on cue is Hot Rail.
We just
We
listened to
just
Hot
listened to Hot
Rail.
Rail.
Well, fuck me. All right, the show's over.
We did play Hot Rail twice at the show that we played, and it went over really well both times.
All right, well then let's just play it twice. Here we go, Hot Rail for the second time on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. This is the Regs. Thank you for listening.
We'll
Well, that was a good song. You were saying some very uplifting things about that song while we were off air. If you'd care to recollect or repeat them, I was like, dude, you should probably say this while we're recording.
Yeah.
Now that we are recording, you have that opportunity.
I appreciate you opening that opportunity to me.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, I can't remember what the hell I was even talking about.
You were talking about how much you love this fucking song.
Oh, that's right.
And why. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, you're getting all passionate, dude. Let's flip the recorder thing on and you can get all passionate.
Well, one thing you may notice when you listen to this record, if you could call it that,
Mm-hmm.
kind of see it as a demo, but it's a record. It's a record of what we've
Nowadays,
done.
it's a record.
Okay.
Just call it a record.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I enjoy about it as a listener, when I listen to it as a listener, it's every song has a kind of a different vibe.
Word.
But if you'll notice, there's always like an undertone of like a rock and roll groove, even though it's definitely more on the like metal side. It feels feels like beefed up like classic metal. I mean that's hence the name, the Reds. I think.
Yeah, even the name is, well.
It reminds me, my interpretation of it. They came up with the name before I joined the band, but I have my own interpretation of it. Do you mind if I interpret it?
No, please
Word.
do.
So when the band name the Reds, the reason why I became attached to it is because it reminds me of the concept of the blues, right? When you think of the blues, there's a certain feeling that you're supposed to have
right.
when you listen to the blues. So with the
but
that feeling is like, you know,
I've
having
got
the blues.
Reds.
So if you got the
I'm
Reds,
the Reds.
it's kind
Mhm.
of blues is kind of like in there, but there's more of like just like the rage aspect of it, like
It's way
the
more hot.
of the stages
Yeah.
of grief. The stages of grief, they probably all have like a different color, you know, and we're in. I'd like to think all the songs span the stages of grief, but the band name itself is like in that stage. That's my interpretation.
Wow, it's like it's more of a genre than it is,
It is.
a band name.
It's meant to be the genre and the band name at the same time.
No shit, dude, I dig it, man. That's
Yeah.
revolutionary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really,
We
if
feel
that
way
catches
too.
on,
I
you gotta
know, dude.
invest in that.
I know, dude.
As we do once a week.
Unless
we have
somebody's
band
already
practice.
done it and tried it, they're like, man, we already tried
The more the merrier.
making a fucking genre called the Reds.
No,
And it flopped.
not been done.
Back
I
in
welcome all
82.
all contenders. All contenders.
We
Step
sounded
up and try.
just like you guys.
Yeah,
And
dude.
everybody fucking hated it. Good luck.
Well, great. Let's play a show together. You'll just make us look good.
Oh, no, we're retired. We
Oh,
all got
retired.
real jobs.
Real job.
One of
Okay.
us is a fucking investment agent in New Skin.
Oh, nice.
The other guy,
I want the fountain.
yeah, he's the fountain, and the other one became a typewriter.
Are you? Did that really happen? Tell
yeah,
me truthfully.
look it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys
That's
even
kinda
fucking
sad.
bother to look up your own band name before you chose the name The Reds? Like that hadn't been taken by a band that turned into a fountain and a typewriter? Yeah, it happened. Wikipedia that shit. We were just talking about it.
We
Wikipedia.
love-
Wow.
It's run by a bunch of nerds, and that's where you'll find it out.
Yeah. Amen.
And they know. I'm not saying because they turned into inanimate objects, you're good
You don't say.
Yeah.
to have that name,
Yeah.
obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
I was telling you earlier.
But I would
like,
just think you would have researched this.
Well,
did.
I was well
did.
aware of the
Yeah.
Cincinnati Reds too, dude. Like
Yeah, that's a
that's
different
a
thing.
that's a big.
it was a purposeful move because we
Yeah.
actually feel like we have something special, and like we don't. There is musical projects out there that have like similar.
You don't think like
Titles,
anyone's going to
but-
think it's a Native American, like a racial thing,
No.
and insist that you change your name?
That's a good. I like that you brought that up. That's an interesting point. However, neither of us thought of that.
I'm ignorant
and
of
You
that.
didn't even think
completely.
about typical
Really didn't.
white fucking privileged
Bro.
I know,
people that
It's difficult when you have so much privilege.
Got
like,
to be
and
on
I'm not even
KWJUDAS
joking
and-
about that. Like it's hard to notice how
privileged
privileged
sons
we
of
are.
bitches.
I'm totally. I'm down to own up to that. Like it's. I want to own the fact that I am a privileged white asshole. It kind of sucks, but I'll own it.
Just for everybody listening, being on this show really isn't that much of a privilege as much as it is a cursed obligation. And I have to do it every fucking week, so.
I hope
I am the
so.
unholy and begrudged cursed one.
You better keep doing them. I just barely
I'm
discovered
just passing
the show.
my curse on to you guys for 1 week only.
Hey,
so,
get in line.
Thank ye. You'll thank me when you're fucking out of here. Anyways, let's get on to another song.
Yeah, let's get this over with, man.
Jesus Christ, I'm sick of smelling your fucking BO from the fucking draft to the fucking fan and shit.
So am I.
And yeah, the only BO that belongs in this room is mine. It's getting competitive in here.
It's getting competitive.
This is a very musty room we're in. We'll have to drop a link. Drop a link in the description below.
Oh, I love it.
In the future, you'll be able to do that. Drop a link to the way this smells.
Yeah.
You have smellographs. Smellograms.
Smellograms.
No, we're investing all this shit into AI, and we still haven't figured out how to digitally transfer a smell.
Yeah.
Bullshit, folks. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Tune into Judas Limbaugh and my conspiracy theory every fucking hour at 5:70 a.m. radio. We're going to get on with another song. Thank you all. This is the Reds here on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo.
If I'm with you, I would walk away, fucking run away, yeah.
one's a banger.
That was quite the banger.
I've been known to call that one our hit.
So there really is, just a real fucking sense of urgency in that whole sound, and in your voice and whatnot. Like,
hopefully, people urgently go to our Bandcamp and download it. You can choose how much you pay.
Yeah.
That was a good plug right there.
Yeah.
You can choose how much you pay for the download. You can choose to pay nothing for the download. Just put 0 in the little thing and download it. Like, just take it. Please enjoy it. If whoever's listening to it, please go to our Bandcamp. The link's in the description. Go and enjoy it.
Bandcamp would be the place to go then. Did you guys have some stuff on YouTube?
We also have it on YouTube, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So while we were here, you wanted to, I guess, shout out some props to a special friend of ours.
Special friend of ours, probably the biggest fan of our band. The one guy I know for sure that's going to listen to this and enjoy it thoroughly is our boy Uncle Bud.
That crazy bastard.
AKA Jason Messick.
More than a few of us know and love that man.
He's actually been on this show. He was on the episode with Ritual. He was on the season premiere, the very beginning of this season, actually.
Yeah.
And so he's actually going through some real tough shit right now. More than one just tough shit.
Yeah.
He's going through very urgent cancer operation.
Throat cancer. He got throat cancer.
Had 2 surgeries, kind of on emergency status, very, very immediate. Kind of, like when he first told me that this was going down, and then told me he was already getting surgery, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, in a matter of weeks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened so goddamn quick.
If
Yeah,
anyone's wondering, though, he did get the surgery, and it went off without a hitch, and he's very grateful for that. Apparently, they did a stellar job taking care of him over there.
But that's not quite the issue right now, is it?
No, it's not. Where he's at, he's good, but when he needs to get out of the hospital...
You just turn your mic off.
He needs to...
I don't know why you're playing with it anyway.
I don't know why either. I guess
What are you on, man? Adderall?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's because it's phallic.
That's funny that you said you're not the first one to say that to me, and I take it as a compliment because this is just me.
The
I love
Adderall
it.
thing or the phallic thing?
The kind of both, but yeah, the Adderall thing. I've been accused of that, and I take it as a compliment. I'm a high energy motherfucker. But I want to talk about
more
Uncle
Adderall or less Adderall.
I don't
Exactly.
take Adderall.
Exactly.
I don't
so
take
maybe
Adderall.
you need more of it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you were saying.
Okay.
I would like you to finish because this is important.
Okay, I see where you're going with that though. Now.
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're getting sidetracked, Mr. ADD.
Okay, Uncle Bud.
Finish your thought.
What he needs help when he gets out of the hospital. He just needs somewhere to recover and heal from the surgery, and he needs it to be somewhere away from his current home. And he has just asked. He's asked his ward, which is the Orem Second Ward, to help him.
Park Ward.
Second Park Ward. Sorry, he asked them to help him with that, and for some reason they're not helping. They're not willing to help him with that.
They haven't been handling it the right way.
Yeah, and I don't know what the other side of the story is, but Uncle Bud's side is quite it's quite moving and heartbreaking. Yeah, it's compelling, and so if this is relevant to anybody out there at all that knows that ward, this is me saying it. And we can also put a link to his video that he just made a video.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is I don't know if we've done a good enough job at describing what the problem is or how people can help. But basically he has reached out to his ward, and they have not been
and his fake presidency.
Very compassionate, and have not only brought up the money when plenty of other members get that kind of help without any question. Whether it's a matter of how much money he needs or what kind of help he needs, what kind of services he is in need of, or how active of a member he's been. To be perfectly honest, I hang out with a lot of different people and a lot of different types of people, like all across the spectrum. people that hate God, people that don't believe in God, people that actively believe and love in God, and everything in between.
Yeah, all valid.
And he is a guy who really does kind of defend the church, or at least he has up until now.
He still does.
And he still
does.
wants to not just, you can tell that he doesn't want to just completely turn his fucking back on the church,
Yeah.
but they are giving him enough reason to pretty much do just that. And
They really are, but
he's looking for help, and so there is a GoFundMe. I know that. If anybody does want to just lend a hand.
Yep, we'll leave him in the description. There was just one other thing that he said to me about the situation that tore my heart in half.
Yeah.
Because if you know anything about Mormonism, a lot of the times in dire situations, members will offer other members a priesthood blessing.
Yeah, my Mormon
the-
friends offer me priesthood blessings,
Yeah.
knowing I'm probably going to turn it down when I'm going through some rough shit.
Yeah, it's just laying on of hands, and you know what?
A little consecrated
at
oil.
the very least, it's good vibes. If you're
Yeah.
into that kind of thing, like I don't knock it at all. Like and it's something that's important to Uncle Bud, and they didn't offer it to him. They never brought it
Wouldn't even
up, and
offer
it
a
breaks his
priesthood
heart.
blessing.
Yeah,
They
they
didn't
didn't.
even offer it. That's like the first thing you're supposed to offer,
Yeah.
and they didn't offer
Yeah.
it.
That's supposed to be like the first route.
Yeah, man, I grew up in the church, and yeah, that's like protocol.
Yeah, dude.
That's like the first thing they usually say is, well, we'll send some motherfuckers over to give you a priesthood blessing.
That's what
and
you
sure,
do.
that doesn't help you financially, but it can definitely be a booster emotionally and mentally, psychologically.
Yeah.
And
It's an important
me
step.
personally, I wouldn't bank on anything like that because I don't. That's not my belief system.
Right.
But I can
Uncle
definitely
Bud
see
does.
that meaning a lot to somebody who that is their belief system.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's all the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, having grown up Mormon as shit,
Yeah.
that is kind of fucked up.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
You can see
And
why
also
it breaks my
the
heart.
question of not wanting to be financially assisting, you know.
Odd. Really odd.
That is
10%.
kind of, that is
The
little-
tithing thing. They
Okay,
take people's tithing.
I
like,
haven't been
that's what
involved
this
in
is
the
for.
church, and yeah, they definitely have funds. They've got. I mean, like, hey, I should be able to at least ask for a little help. You've been paying 10% of your fucking wages the whole time that you've been going to church, you know, and maybe they're trying to hold you accountable for that. Maybe it's because you haven't been paying your tithing, brother Messick.
No,
you
please.
know,
He
and
didn't
if that
say
is, then that's
specifically.
fucking bullshit too. Because all growing up in church, I don't know how many times somebody who is not an active member would still get support and
Yeah.
still get help.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
I don't know how much the church has
All the
changed since
time.
I stopped going to church because I haven't been to church for a while, and a lot of shit's changed. They don't even do
Certainly.
the Boy Scout program anymore because of a lot of fucked up
So
shit there.
odd.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. It's part of a lot of kids' childhood. I personally,
The Mormon Church wouldn't have fucking
Benefited
kept
from
me
it.
so long if it wasn't for the BSA. For the Scouts, like the Scouts was really like
Exactly.
what kept me going to church. And it wasn't because I liked the way they touched me, is because I could touch myself that way,
They were-
plenty my own. You know, like
Yeah.
and then they want to fucking interrogate you for that later. You know, like, are
They
you
were
worthy to
rough.
pass the sacrament? Not if I touch myself. Do you? Am I supposed to tell you the truth? Yes, God damn it.
I told them the truth, and I was proud of it. And I
At
told them
least-
I had no intention of stopping either.
At least all you had to do was have the awkward conversation about it with him and not go through it with him and have that awkward conversation with somebody else later.
I actually my bishop asked me to leave the room. I like forced him through the awkward conversation. Like
You're
I
like,
just-
so
yeah.
I whack it proudly. And he's just like, I'm not ready for this. Fucking this kid. Again, you probably don't even really whack it, do you? You're just saying that to fuck with me, you little shit. You were like the Dennis Menace of your church.
It's
Just
yeah,
tell
kinda.
everybody that you masturbate and you don't even know what that word means. You just
Yeah.
like the fucking way they react to it.
Yeah.
Which actually, you actually nailed it right there because
Son of
I
a
was
bitch.
actually a late bloomer.
Me too, man.
I was definitely telling my friends that I was masturbating years before I was actually doing it.
Not me. I was kind of the opposite. I was masturbating long before I even knew what the fucking word meant.
Yeah.
I even had my own word for it.
Yeah.
I called it gigoing. Gigoing. Yeah. I've been doing that shit since before kindergarten, man. I was making up. Not only have I been whacking off since before kindergarten, I've been making up my own words for shit since before kindergarten. You know the word queasty? That fucking word, it's in the Urban Dictionary. Queasty is official, and that's my word. I made it, and I made the word gigoing, and I'm going to see if I can get that shit submitted because gigoing is an official word for masturbating.
Wait, gigoing was you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Damn.
I made that shit up. So wait, you've heard that word?
God.
You've
Yeah,
gigoed?
Yeah, that was one of our phrases. I could have swore I actually made that up.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, my God.
Whatever.
Pretty sure.
You're like, hey, guys.
He just turned it on you, dude.
I just fucking gigoed all over the place. Let's have another song.
Yeah. On that note,
we have the Reds here in studio.
Speaking of gigoing.
Let's get to it. KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo.
Where I leave my
Oh, man. It's these guys.
Can you believe it?
That's one of my
Shit,
personal
yeah.
favorites.
How many years have we been playing that, and it's still just like new every
I
time?
know, dude.
You can tell we're
How
we're
long-
into our own shit.
How long have you guys been a band?
It's hard
Well,
to count the years.
we started. The three of us started in 2017,
Word.
and then
But
we took
before
a
that,
hiatus.
They were doing
Yeah,
it
we
before
were-
I was
We
there.
had a different drummer.
For years before. I would listen to them from like the next room. Before I didn't even like know who any of them were. I would just I obviously knew who Kellen was, but the rest of them, and wasn't even
Yeah.
his friend back then either. I just knew who he was because of I Am the Ocean
Right.
and Hurricane Dane.
You guys kind of hang out with a lot of the same crew.
Yeah, there was a couple of people that I would hang out with, and I would, I was a fly on the wall at a lot of those parties.
Word.
Yeah, so they were doing it long before me. Like a lot of the songs were already structured. There's some
But we
songs in
just-
there that I helped with, but
Yeah, we just refined them with Jordan.
yeah,
Like, every song has evolved, even to this day. The way that we play them live is a little different than they are on the recording.
yeah,
Word.
it can't help it. It just kind
Yeah,
of
it
grows
just-
and grows and
Yeah,
grows.
it just has naturally happened.
So, yeah, that's it's great. It's been a great ride. It's been a long time coming. We're happy that we
Yeah.
finally made the record, and now we're hoping to take it somewhere. So, again, thank you so much for inviting us on here, man. I'm really stoked about this, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm stoked about this show, actually. Like the
Word.
overall like concept. I'm just kind of starting to get to know the vibe of it a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of
I'm
forced
also
him to watch a couple episodes before this. So.
they were great. Like I've also just kind of like you. I've just more started to notice like the appeal of like the podcast format and all the different directions it can branch off. Like it doesn't
Right.
have to be just some dudes that we don't know sitting around and talking about shit we don't care about.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be that.
Instead, it's more specific shit people don't care about.
Yeah.
It's bands they never fucking heard of before. And, I mean, if they don't know you guys personally and they don't even like your fucking music, they could give a fuck
Yeah.
less how long you've been a band or
Yeah.
where your band camp is or who.
Yeah, but I appreciate them for listening nonetheless. And thanks anyway, even if you don't check it out.
No, we still try and keep things interesting and tell fun stories and enrich you with our Derpenschlee, which we'll be getting into right after this next song. But yeah, I've been doing this shit for like 7 years, and like I was telling you earlier, it would be nice if it paid off a little more, but I haven't actually had it like publicly online since like last year. So, unfortunately,
still
even
got-
though I've been doing this for 7 years, it hasn't really been accessible to anybody
Yeah.
as of, like when the pandemic was going down and shit. And I just was like, let's archive the fuck out of everything I can.
Yeah.
And
Good
I
for you.
still kind of have a lot of stuff I am archiving, but once I restarted KWJUDAS back up, it's just been a monster, especially since I'm adding actual animated commercials in there, with the
Yeah.
Derpens shit. That's something I've only
Yeah.
done as of this season. I've never really done any editing, Like all those past episodes, we would just hit record, and most of it was live bands playing live, which we rarely do now. And you just hit record for a whole hour. There's no editing. There's no stopping. You don't get a pee if you need to pee in the middle of the show. If you need, grab another beer, whatever. So it's a lot more work from me doing the editing and shit. And importing the songs into my program, and then
It makes such a difference, though. Such a
It really
huge
does.
difference. The
It-
editing,
I
like
think
I
that-
appreciate it a lot.
yeah, it makes the show go a little bit easier. It's way less setup, way less sound check. And I feel like it's a way better finished product in the end.
Yeah.
Indeed.
'Cause sometimes,
Indeed.
like, especially not having the wizard here, but even when he was, sometimes it would just take for fucking ever to get a good live sound.
Yeah.
And not even having to worry about that anymore. And sometimes you'd have everything set so perfectly, you don't change any of the fucking settings. The next band steps in like a day or two later, and it all sounds like shit again.
Yep.
And so you just go through the same process. And we've all been sitting here for like 2 fucking hours. Still haven't started the show yet. We still haven't even got a good sound check yet.
Yeah.
So at least, you know, that has definitely been way, way, way less of a problem. And Wizard did a fucking amazing job at what he did. He like, for being never professionally trained, just like myself, even if it might have taken a minute, he did a great job. You know, for just being put on the spot and every band just being a whole different setup every time. Editing. And I wasn't the one in charge of that up until like a year or two ago anyway. And having Wizard less involved sucks, but it's better for me because I learn more shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
and I've definitely learned how to. Now that I know how to do video editing and audio editing, I can't not do it.
Yeah.
It's an art form.
Because-
Yeah.
It's music.
It's integral to
it'll
everything.
bug me too much if I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go
Yeah.
back and, you know, like, I'll be like, all this shit that I could have done that I now know how to do.
Yeah.
Why the fuck didn't I? And so, yeah,
Yeah.
like now that I know how to do it, it started out with me just like, I'll just do a little thing or two. And that's it. And then the next thing you know, I'm spending like a whole night going through, cutting every little piece up and adjusting the volumes
Yeah.
and all that
South Park
shit.
style.
And just tedious shit just because you know how to do it. It's not even, it is about having a good finished product,
Yeah.
but it's more or less just because I kind of have that mentality of like, once I start cleaning something, oh, I was originally just going to clean up that spot, but then I wind up cleaning the whole fucking kitchen, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Spending the whole next couple of fucking hours. Same thing with the recording and editing process. Sure, I
Yeah.
could just record all this once and just leave it dirty, sweep it under the rug, call it good. But then, yeah,
You've been there, done that already, though.
Once-
Like you're stepping into kind of new territory and
right.
getting cozy in it. You know, there's gonna be mistakes, but
Oh, yeah, especially, you know, once I first started doing this, those Derpishly commercials, I go back and I'm like, man, some of these are really good, but the audio is way up and down, you know, and it's because
Yeah.
I'm learning all of this
Yep.
as I go.
Yep.
I'm not professionally trained on any of
Yeah.
this shit.
No. You don't.
Nobody
claim it.
fucking teaches me anything, and I'm just figuring shit out. I mean, my buddy Eric from Waters Rising and Open Casket Roadshow has helped me a lot with this recording program that I've been using, Reaper, my DAW, and that's been useful. I got another buddy, Michael, who has helped me a lot just with IT stuff, and of course Seamus, who helps out with Free Radio Provo. But other than that, I just kind of figure shit out on my own. In fact, I don't even really learn things usually by looking up YouTube videos, which even that would have probably helped a lot.
Yeah.
I'm into shit. I love looking shit up on YouTube and trying to learn new things. That's pretty much this guy and YouTube have basically are responsible for getting my musical ability in shape.
Word.
Like this man in particular that we're in the room with.
He's talking about me, folks.
Mhm.
No, I'm just kidding. Kellen is an amazing man.
Like
Thank
he
you.
totally opened up my mind to new musical possibilities that I was hoping for, you know. So thank you again.
You're
Kellen.
welcome.
And then YouTube as well. I gotta be honest. I like to look up like drum fills and guitar lesson videos, and I'm all about that life. You know, YouTube's an amazing resource if you know where to look.
Yeah, it is. It can be. When I kind of came up with my own process, it's like I almost think I should make a YouTube video to show you
Yeah.
how
you
I did
should.
it.
You should, dude.
You know, I
That's
started
a good
kind of
fucking
doing it.
idea.
People
That's
might
a
like
good
that.
idea.
Those are the coolest kinds of YouTube videos. Is just a learn along.
And I would say the whole time, this is not the way you're supposed to do it.
And people
This
would
is
love
just
that.
the fucking way I figured it out because I'm technologically retarded. Never mind. So
Well,
let's get.
I don't know about computers. Your newfangled computer technologies. You got me there. I don't know.
I'm not trying to confuse
Right
you,
over
man.
my head. Well, I'm doing a good job of that myself, as we can see.
Let's get on to
Please,
our
yeah.
final number. Oh no, we got 2 songs left, and we have a Derpinsley commercial, a very special one for you people. So, without further ado, I am gonna play Karen. Wait, is that
Carrion.
Carrion?
You know,
Yeah.
like a carcass.
Carrion. Oh,
Like a carcass,
Carrion.
or if you're carrying something and it's a play on the name carry.
I get you. Carrion.
Yeah.
KWJUDAS. Free Radio Provo. Thank you all for listening.
That's where you stay, buried in dark, into the rain. You're a roots. That's where you stay, buried in dark, into the rain. Just so that you know.
previously on KWJUDAS. When we last left our friends, they were in the middle of the most important interview of their career, when suddenly a boisterous spokesperson interrupted to inform them their cohort, the Wizard, had been missing in action and probably murdered since the last time we did this. Our heroes accept the challenge and are sent aimlessly careening into a very trivial unsolved mystery, when suddenly... Yeah, I don't know why he said "and suddenly" when there's clearly nothing going on yet. You kids coming back there?
Yes, Uncle Judas. Well, guys, we gotta find out who killed the wizard and put him in Derpin jail.
Yeah, but where do we look?
Maybe somewhere wizardly, like some steep, jagged, purple mountain range or something.
Or like an enchanted forest.
Or perhaps somewhere more reasonable, like, I don't know, maybe where he works.
Golly, well, where's that?
The old printing shop. Yeah, this is a pointless drive. I finally get a license and now everyone wants a friggin' ride to nowhere.
I mean, it's not like we haven't given you a few rides over the...
Look, is that Derpin guy?
It looks like him. But what would he be doing up here?
I think we should follow him.
I think I'm gonna park the van in the back so nobody sees us. I think I'm just gonna tackle him. I'll never really like that Derpin guy.
Wait!
Wizard? Wait, you're Derpinschley guy?
No! It is not I! Look, I have a small eggplant.
But I don't understand.
No, you don't understand.
That's what I just said.
Look, Wizard, you better start talking, or else.
Or else I might punch you.
Yeah. All right. I'll... 12 minutes later, on the ride home. Yeah, that was quite the adventure, wasn't it? Sure was crazy. That, enchanted forest and everything, huh?
Golly, I wonder whatever happened with Eric.
Couldn't have been worse than us.
Hey, kid, are you tired of coming home to the same...
What happened to my house? What do you want, Derpinschley guy?
Nothing. I was actually gonna ask if I could crash on your couch tonight, but, never mind.
Well, I guess... If it doesn't say Derpin, it's not Derpinschley!
Well, that was an interesting word from our sponsor, Derpinschley.
As per usual.
If it's not Derpin, it doesn't say Derpin. Oh fuck! I always mess it up.
God damn it!
Are these products actually available though? Because like they're actually some of them seem useful. If I'm just being honest, like are these really just joke ads or?
What do you think? Of course they're fucking real. What do you think? I just make this shit up just to be funny?
Thank God.
Come on, it's Derpinschley. They're not going to let you down.
I'm so sick of the fake ad trope. It's so everybody's doing fake ads now.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Give me some real shit.
Like,
please.
Honda and Chevron and Purple Blanket. Sonic.
I saw this ad for a Sony Leahona one time, and it really grinded my gears.
Sony's gonna fucking release.
Like Sony's gonna make a Leahona.
A new Leahona. Like you need a better one.
Exactly. Thing's timeless.
That was one of the best cars they ever released.
Well, it's a hand car. Is what it is.
Right.
It's
and they don't really need. There's no room for improvement. That's all I'm saying. It gets you where you need to go.
Oh wow. Should we just like kind of leave it off at that note? Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think
kind of
so.
show this has
I think
been?
this fucking show's over.
That's what kind of show this has been.
I hate this now.
We just kind of said it all out loud.
I think that we should probably, we still got time. Let's go meet up at the BYU Creamery, guys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, you guys tell everybody, where again can we find your music?
Please use Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.com.
thereds.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, we love Bandcamp. Please use Bandcamp. Please download it, or at least go on there and listen
Yeah,
to
they're
it. Yeah,
free downloads.
Or you can pay as much as you want if you really like these guys.
Yeah.
Give them like
if you can
$200.
donate, that'd be great. But just if you just want to download it and enjoy it, like, please do that. Like, that's payment enough.
Give them $300 because there's actually 3 guys in the band.
Ooh, touche.
And they all need $100.
Hondos?
Yep.
Yeah. A couple Benjamins.
Yes.
So send 3 Benjamins to www.bandcamp/thereds.com.
That was it, right? Yeah.
I don't know if I said that right, but you'll find it.
fine.
Yeah, we'll put the link in the description.
We will have the link in the description.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to get to our final number.
Right.
Serpent Tamer.
Thank you, guys. It's a great pleasure to be here.
KWJUDAS, Free Radio, Provo.
Would like to thank you all for joining us on another exciting episode of KWJUDAS on Free Radio Provo. We now turn you back to our regularly scheduled free radio programming.